Hi, this is Mark.
And I'm Laura, and welcome to our channel, Seniors Loving Life.
We're all about making the most of all the time we have left,
Enjoying ourselves
having fun,
and grabbing every drop of joy from life.
So let's get started with our most recent adventure, a serious encounter with Hurricane Ian. Sunday, September 26th, was a beautiful day in the Villages. Here we are on the waterfront of Lake Sumter Landing. Sunny weather and balmy breezes, just like so many other days in Central Florida. People are out and about, visiting the square, grabbing a bite at one of the restaurants, or maybe just window shopping. But something was up far to the south of us. Hurricane Ian was about to batter Cuba. Interestingly, 5 days before today, I had noticed that every sprinkler along Morris and Buena Vista Boulevard seemed to be running full blast. An error, I wondered, or intentional? Turns out it was intentional, very intentional. When the Villages was constructed, a very sophisticated water management system was designed in. The purpose of running so many sprinklers was to lower the levels of all the ponds and lakes and even the Gulf water hazards. This was so that any upcoming heavy rains would have a place to go other than into the streets and ultimately into our homes. Here in our community, we have over 700 water retention areas, including many wetland preserves. But wherever water levels can be mechanically lowered, they are when a storm threatens. Knowing all this gave me a small sense of security. But when the governor declared a state of emergency, I decided it might be wise to do some pre-planning myself. Looks like I wasn't the only one. These are the lines in the Winn-Dixie. So I grabbed a cart and did what any smart shopper would do, charged into the fray. Uh-oh, most of the batteries are gone. Next, I zipped over to grab some water, but these shelves are pretty empty. And when I did find some jugs, it was a limit of 2 to a customer. But then I walked around a corner and found several pallets of water. Turns out store management had planned very well. By Tuesday, it's no longer sunny at Lake Sumter Landing. The skies are gray and nervous gusts of wind ripple the water and push the boats around. Random rain squalls move in, but no one really seems to mind yet. People are out and about making the most of the afternoon. To prove that point, here's one wet customer at the bait pile, one of the bars on the square. On Wednesday, Hurricane Ian will make landfall, but the experts are still unsure of exactly where. And just as before, the sprinklers are still running full tilt. Having seen the maps and having weathered half a dozen hurricanes in North Carolina, I know it's always better to be prepared. My kit consists of a cell phone, of course. To make sure my phone stays charged, I have 2 fully charged battery chargers on hand. Since I like to read but don't like reading on my cell phone, I keep my trusty Kindle loaded with the kind of fiction I like. Flashlight, of course, I keep a good store of batteries on hand out of habit. There's a lot to be said about water and how much you should have on hand for drinking. But here in the village, I'm not overly concerned. Water towers are gravity driven, so the water will flow. Just in case, I bought a water bob, which is a big bladder that fits in your tub and holds around 100 gallons of water. Toilet paper, of course, and MREs ready to eat after you heat them. Nothing like a good hot meal. If you're wondering what the well-dressed adventurer uses to go out in a hurricane, it is not this. But this full-on rain suit fits the bill. Since porch furniture can easily fly around, I bought the lightweight stuff to put in my garage. My neighbor has some beautiful but heavy furniture. She decided tying them down would be enough. So what happened to our community the night of Hurricane Ian's landfall? Thursday morning, Hurricane Ian has passed us by. No more rainfall, but plenty of gray skies. We're driving down Canal Street in Lake Sumter Landing. What's notable is that no one is out, leaving the scene resembling a ghost town. No trees down, but wind-blown palm fronds everywhere. It's an eerie sight to see. All the restaurants and storefronts empty and vacant, unlike any other time here where so many people walk about and enjoy themselves. Seems to be the same story in Brownwood Paddock Square. No real destruction, but plenty of empty. This is Sumter Landing Square again, which is most always filled with people from daybreak until the bands close down at 9 in the evening. The main roads are all empty too, but you can bet in just a few hours, crews will be cleaning everything up. So just where is everybody?
Laura and I both understand how fortunate we were not to be affected by a direct hit from Hurricane Ian, and our hearts go out to everyone everywhere who was affected.
The good news is that within days of Ian making landfall, many millions of dollars were raised for hurricane relief.
And that's not counting how many organizations came together to help everyone, all the way down to the individuals who gave so generously of their time and their hearts.
The worst is over, and the best is yet to come. Thank you for watching this episode of Seniors Loving Life, and Mark and I hope that you too are loving your life. Bye.